I'm actually streaming to the right thing this time, because I was streaming to the wrong blimming thing. Because I had my test streams up, and I was streaming to that rather than that. Okay, we're both live here. Cool, cool, cool. That seems all live. We're now gonna get my chat open. Automatically find. Yep, and works. Nice. For once. Here, open. How good that is. Like that. Trigger fake message. Always on top. Unclickable. Clickable, right? Yep, unclickable. We close that down. Get open over here. So I can control and ban any bots when necessary and needed. Ooh, this is gonna be good. That is really good. Yeah. So hopefully, I'm really looking forward to this. So, yeah, I really like this. It's really good. It is. What other tags we got? English VTuber, easily scared, British streamer, laid back, backseat gaming allowed. Rid of that one. Adventure horror, visual novel, and Welsh. There you go. English content. Done. Okay. So we got this. What we're gonna do? Continue on where we left off. I have done some stream refigifying. Like now, I think I'm less likely to have a disconnect. I did a test stream for about 30-40 minutes with no problems whatsoever. But hopefully it sticks to that. If that stays the same, we should be on for a good stream. And also, we're nearly up to 170 subscribers. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Over on YouTube, and we're up to 66 followers on Twitch as well. We are growing, which is like amazing, super amazing. Can't ask for anything better, literally. It's very good. Yeah, and I'm also working on a Doki Blue Skies video as well. We're just going to be doing, with that, we're going to be doing, basically, it's going to be like a review and stuff. There's some sneak peeks on my Discord if you're interested into that. I've been working on that throughout the day. Took me a few hours to put it together. We're rating it. I need a few touches up and whatnot. I still need to plan the video. I got a loose idea and loose planning of it, but other than that, not much. Also, that fan game took me 38 hours to beat and get all 3 good endings. That's also not classing any, but that's not classing. I missed. I got Natsuki's bad ending. I got Yuri's bad ending. I didn't get Sori's bad ending. As not counting if there's multiple bad endings, which there could very possibly be multiple bad endings. Hopefully not, but well, no, I think it's quite clear there is a chance of that, but we'll see. No, but I'm not doing all of it anyway. It's just way too many. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. My music. Dex and Dark. Ask this one. You and whose army? Tinker, soldier, soldier, sailor. Codex. Dawn chorus. Tense preset. Glass eye. Nude. Oh, we got a lot of music. Oh, give up the ghost. Climbing up the walls. Ooh. That's cool. That's all we got now. Gallery. Page 1. The more than one page? I don't know. Fountain by Symphonic. Oliver Newton. Window by Sachi T. We got a long way to go. Okay, load game. Yeah. Do you mind if we take an alternative route? What purpose? The only alternative route is to our left, and Yui looks in the same direction as looking at the group of students. Oh. I just know you don't like crowds too much, and well, I'm not really in the mood right now. He looks at the crowd again and back at me. Well, thank you for your consideration. In that case, we'll go the alternative path. Breathe out and believe everything's going according to the shoddy plan I have. She indicates towards a smaller street on our immediate left. Here. We turn heading away from the crowded streets of downtown. I've seen this neighborhood before, but this is my first time actually walking in it. It's kind of like my own middle-class housing, mostly some food shops and businesses. The scent of sugar and fresh bread from a nearby bakery immediately provides a warm atmosphere. Yeah, good choice. Hold on. I recognize a faint memory of a street before me. And just like that, the memories come flooding back. Wait, no way, I remember this. My parents used to take me this way when I was young. There's a playground on the other side here, down the hill, I think, where Sori and I used to play. You've walked this road every day? Every day, but when it's necessary. It's a good spot, so I would love it here. She does, in fact. I've shown her this spot a long while ago. Hopefully she remembers. Beginners are remembering the various things Sori and I got up to. I remember one day we had gotten into a lot of trouble for staying out too late. We didn't have a watch. I let you chuckle at the memory. And then get taken out of my fancy when I hear a giggle coming from my left. I take it you're enjoying the walk? Yeah, actually. It's much more nice than I thought it was going to be. Oh? Do you not think it's going to be nice? Oh man. Whoops. What? No! Well, I mean, yes. Aside for what feels like the millionth time today, me and my big mouth. You realize her small grin through her otherwise neutral expression. The raised eyebrows. You know what I mean? Yes, more than you think. I always enjoy going the scenic route, especially down here. Oh, by the way, the playground you mentioned is over there, down that other road. In my head ever so slight to see it exactly how I remember it. It's almost as if it's been trapped in that moment in time, never aging past the last time I saw it. Wow, that's a blast from the past. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself this much. Me too. Come to think of it, how are your walks home usually? Well, they're right. They're made a whole lot better than a walking with Sori. Seems to just lighten up everything wherever she goes. Don't know how she does it. It's just, it hasn't been the same for me for a while. I don't know. Things are changing so fast. Sori and I were close friends, and Natsuki and I got really close too. But now, Sori, you know, and Natsuki has her own problems. It's like life slammed on the gas pedal and I'm just along for the ride. Walking alone used to clear my head, Now, from the events of just 1 week, I don't know. I can certainly understand why you feel overwhelmed. Life throws a curveball and you gotta find a way to adapt under pressure. It's a major adjustment to make, having to think on one's feet. As an encroachment upon your comfort zone and what you deem normal, stable, safe. I recently had that happen to me with Sorry? She nods. She explained everything to me before the club meeting started. It made sense, given the facts I knew, but didn't change how you felt. No, I get it. I didn't really know how to react. When Asuki has been feeling as well, it hit me like a 1-2 punch. I don't know how to deal with it. It's not like anyone gets an instruction manual of life. Just don't know how I can help them. I think the best you can do is support in a Lazazine flair fashion. It what? It means a handoff approach. Give room by being present. That makes sense? I don't know about that. I feel like if I'm not around, something bad's gonna happen. Things just constantly run through my head about what could be happening. At least if I'm here, I know if something's gone wrong, you know? And I'm not sure if that's a healthy approach, Echo. But you said something was wrong with Asuki? Whoops. Yeah. She asked me to keep on a download though. I understand. I was worried for her when she almost collapsed. I was just worried about her when she almost collapsed into her chair backing the club. Oh. I think that's what Sorry said just really got to her is all. It did. Oh yeah, you went to talk to her, right? Yes. I've seen you upset many times, but that was different. She seemed scared. I tried to comfort her. I'm not particularly adept with that. Firstly, nonsense, you're a great listener. Secondly, yeah, she's plenty scared. I am too. But a lot of things. After a moment, she speaks up. Here, take a right across the street. Yeah, this is looking familiar now. You really should explore more, Echo. You might find shortcuts you never knew existed. Yeah, I could end up stabbed in a dark alley. I didn't mean to go exploring downtown. It's just a joke. There's barely any crime here. Turn onto my road. Thanks for suggesting the alternate route today. Thanks, it's no problem. I enjoyed it too. I think it really cleared my mind. And as you said, I'm not really in the mood for large crowds. Especially right now. And they just make me anxious. Oh. They just make me anxious? Oh, more or less. You know, I know you must have a problem with this as well. Well, what's going on? Can you blame me? Not at all. It's about us silence between us as I look to the side. A debate filling her in. I never supported so far. I give her the short version. I bounce away when she... I take a deep breath and focus. Really messed with me. That's all I really want to say right now. Oh. I'm sorry, Echo. She didn't tell me it was you. That explains a lot. You doing alright now? That must have been extremely traumatic. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. I notice my house is getting closer. I start to walk a little slower. As I've got a while yet before I need to go to Nats, so I might as well talk with you a little more. Well, this is my place. Ah, I see. Well, this was nice. Yeah, it was. Again, thank you for the alternative route. I quite enjoyed it. Me too. No awkward pause looms over the conversation. There's not much to say after everything has happened today. Just to let you know, if you ever want to, I'm always able to talk in the club. Well, that's actually really kind of her. and not at all what I expected her to say. Maybe because I don't know if she's even going to respond to me out of pure anxiety or whatever she's got going on. But I don't encourage her in this. It's a nice thing to do, and giving her support to do these things can go a long way. Thanks, Yuri. It means a lot. Really. Oakley glances away, not smiling. Good, I know she's not. I hope she knows I'm at least somewhat approachable. Well, thank you for this. Today, I mean. My already present smile has now grown into a grin. Hey, it's nothing. It's getting late. My apologies, but I must go now. No, you're good. Have a nice day. Yuri sighs. You too. She looks away, takes one last look at me, and then goes into a speed walk down the road. I hope she doesn't live far. Is she alright? Is she right after all? It is getting dark. Speaking of getting dark, walking with Yuri was cathartic, avoiding the time I'd otherwise be fretting with mild panic. But that doesn't shade what's about to happen. Start getting ready. What are we about to do? We don't actually know what the plan was. I clear off my school clothes and toss them into the corner. I'll wash and iron them later. I donned the clothes I prepared yesterday. Black hoodie, jeans, shirt and shoes. Bandana too, but I shouldn't need that. Man, I look like a home invader. Isn't that exactly what I'm doing? Shut up, brain. I take a deep breath. There's hoping that this isn't a complete disaster. I've been messaging her since I've got back home with no answer. Part of me thinks I should call it off, but I cannot let her stay there. All questions of doubt are pushed to the back of my mind. Her safety is my only concern right now. Man knows I've not been very lucky lately, but just have to make do what I have and hope things go well. Take another breath. Here we go. Message now to my departure and head out the door. The bus is oddly silent this evening. Good enough for me, I suppose. Less people to see me. I feel like I'm committing a crime. I should focus on my breathing for now. Rest my face in my palm. With all that's happened in the past couple of days, I need a moment like this. Guess this would be the calm before the storm, wouldn't it? But considering my best friend almost ended herself, it's still before the storm. In hindsight, the train of thought doesn't exactly inspire confidence. But plus the added worry of whether or not Natsuki is going to be alright after all this, shake at the thought. I shouldn't worry about that right now. I have to focus on how to get her out of there. As a fun cue, the bus arrives right where I need to get off. Just at the bottom of the street Natsuki lives in. I sigh. I press the stop button and wait until the doors open. A sense of dread washes over me as the door creaks open. Well, it's now or never. The cold breeze grazes me as I step out the bus. I look around at my surroundings. The street is dimly lit and there's no one in sight. These are perfect conditions to remain unseen. Maybe luck is really on my side after all. This is the place. I shiver. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. I must be crazy. I sigh. Get closer to the house. Look at the window to see if anyone's inside. Nothing. Take a look at the front door, and then my eyes are drawn towards a car parked out front. It must be his. It's old, but the design hints that it's worth a substantial amount. At least as far as I can tell, I've never been interested in cars. But that doesn't matter. Now all I know is I have another thing to worry about. Quickly I pull up my phone and give her a call. Just as I dial out, I feel something pulse right by my foot. I peer down to take a look, and I see what is undoubtedly her phone. Or was. I flip the phone over, a web of cracks span across the screen. Judging by the height of the window above, I have a strong hunch of where it came from. Oh no. Why? This must be some twisted penance for her attendance at the club today, most likely. And the broken phone raises yet another issue. How am I supposed to get her attention without also alerting her father? It seems impossible, but my mind persists to try and think of a solution. I look down to see several pebbles scattered across the concrete pavement. I could always throw one at the window and try to get her attention. I pick up the pebble but hesitate when going for the throw. I should really be having second thoughts about this. I mean, her dad may well end up hearing the pebble hit the window. What's even worse is that this could be his room about to chuck the pebble at. But I don't exactly have many options here. YOLO with it, I'll have to try. I take a deep breath. I just have to be careful. Throw it with enough force to make a loud bang. Too loud. Nothing. Man, I thought I was going to do at least something. As soon as I begin to doubt this is going to work, I see some movement from behind the curtains. Before I even have the chance to think about it, the window swings open, and all my tension melts away. It's Natsuki. I can just barely see her, but I know that short stature anywhere. Speaking in whispers are still loud enough for me to hear, barely hear. What do you think you're doing? Doing what we planned. Oh really? I don't remember planning for you to chuck junk at my window. She looks away from her. You could have woken up my dad. I didn't really have another way. It's alright. Whatever, you're here now. We just need to be really careful about this. Let's get you up here. For your stuff, right? Yeah. Can't lift it by myself. I need your help. Oh, we're seeing it through her cracked phone. That doesn't sound right. What? Shush. I had to pack a lot of junk in there, so just get up here and help me. Ow. Give me a sec. Be out of view for maybe 3 agonizing minutes. When she returns carrying 2 large lengths of cloth bound together at the middle. She launches them out the window and starts trying the other end to the railing. She launches on. Natsuki, I don't think I'm going to be able to. We can't use the stairs, they creak a ton. I haven't got any better ideas. Nod. Okay. Just give me a second. Here we go. I grab a hold of the green bed sheets with both hands before stopping and preparing myself. I look left and right, scanning the street for any car lights. Then none that I see coming. Now is my chance. I lift my right leg to prop against the wall and adjust my grip, pulling myself up a little. I am starting to ache already. Pull again, time stepping up from my left. Quickly get into the pattern. Right up, left up, right up, left up. Looking down, I realize I'm already most of the way there. I clench my eyes shut, try not to focus on the pain in my hands. After a couple more minute tugs, I reach the top. Now to get over this railing. I almost self left leg over the railing and managed to get inside. I'm most of the way through now. Putting myself out, I'm sitting upright in the middle of the window. I pull my leg over too. Like that, I'm in Natsuki's room. I am and shoulders ache like mad, but I did it. Well, good luck, Natsuki. Oh, that's bad. Oh my. Shush. It's not as bad as it looks. Let's just focus on getting out of here, okay? Okay. She looks like she's been kicked in the face. Blood from her nose looks dry. She hasn't been able to clean herself up. Man. A seething anger builds up within me, but I choke it down. I just want to hold her and tell her it's going to be okay. Try to focus, push inside my mental unease and physical pain. She looks at me with pleading eyes. Getting out of here, right? Motion towards the bed where a suitcase lays open. Mostly packed, but there's clothes on the bed. She nods and starts throwing more in. As I join and pack clothes with her, something catches my attention. The school blazer ripped at the sleeve. Just like everything else, broken and tossed aside. I throw it in regardless and start zipping up the suitcase, being as quiet as I can. Looks around her room and sighs. Gives me a thumbs up and peers out the window. Her bag isn't light and that's a long way down. My shoulders are hurting just thinking about it. Look at that, then down to the ground. She frowns for a moment, then quickly picks up the bed pillow, tossing it out the window. A sizable one too. Oh. Well, now you're a genius. I put the bag on this sill, looking for a pillow. Hi, what mod is this? This is Doki Exit Music REDUX? Yeah, REDUX. It says it's been a remake of Exit Music. It's really good. Oh no. Yeah, we're about to climb out a window. Not too far from the sidewalk. If it lands on the concrete, I don't think about it. Take a second, aim and drop it. Seems to fall in slow motion, or at least that's how it feels. But it lands on the pillow. I breathe a sigh of relief. A motion Natsuki to go. Natsuki seems so savage. Yeah, she's getting beaten up, so we're kind of breaking her out of her house. She looks worried, but to walk over the grips. She looks worried, but walks over and grips the makeshift bed sheet rope. Takes a last look at her room. The eyes water up. I feel terrible. She has to leave everything in here, but it's for the best. She nods in dissent. I keep a hand on the bed sheet for safety. A minute goes by and I feel a tug. She made it. I peer out the window. A car. I duck into the window, seeing Natsuki to cover behind the wall. Comes closer. Passes by without incident. Man, I take a deep breath. Legos breaking out half. Yeah. Back to amateur repairing. I slowly inch my way down as I did before. My arms are begging for mercy. Some close I can. We fell. And the quick pain shooting up my side. The green bed sheet on top of me seems like it came loose. Natsuki gasped. Echo, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Natsuki helps me out grabbing the bed sheet and pillow. No sense in leaving any trace, I suppose. Come on, we need to go. Pick up a bag and sprint towards the bus stop. As I'm mission successful! Stealth mission complete. We may have fallen out the window, but we are alive and alright. Well, for now. Until until the Jenin runs off. I move her down the street. I can't help but notice a loud heaving behind me. Let's go! Successful, yep. I look back, sure enough, Natsuki's struggling to keep up my pace. I'm not surprised. We're both in pretty rough shape. I make sure she's with me though. Make it out of sight before I stop and catch my breath. We can walk the rest of the way. I think we'll be alright. Natsuki takes a couple of deep breaths and sighs before speaking. Okay. Her words wheeze out as her breathing settles. She's been through this so much today. I feel awful about leaving her things behind. But she didn't have much choice. At least that's the hard part over with. She's safe. Come on, I think I know the way back to my place from here. Will it take long? About half an hour. Alright. It actually takes nearly an hour to get back home. An hour of silence saved for the exhausted panting and the occasional wince whenever the stabbing pain in my shoulder spiked. With Natsuki as she was, we couldn't take the bus. I took Yuri's advice and looked for the one out of the way areas. If we were walking down the main road, someone could have seen Natsuki's bruised face. The downside being the hour of walking, of course. Thankfully, we're nearly there. Just a bit down the road. Yeah, I remember. Finally, I recognized a familiar view of my house. I fumbled the keys for a moment before I frantically unlocked the door. I let Natsuki through. She's safe. We're safe. I set down Natsuki's suitcase while the door gently closes behind me. The motion makes me wince as the stinging pain in my shoulder sets in. Echo, are you okay? Yeah, just my arm's a little... I'm sorry, Echo. Don't worry about me, nah, I'm fine. Besides, we should probably focus on moving your stuff in. She nods and wheels her suitcase down the hallway before stopping. Where do I... This bedroom's upstairs, first door on the left. Give me a second. Take the suitcase from her and haul it up the stairs. Ow, ow, ow. And Natsuki follows me I burst a few steps behind. He's fidgeting with a ham looking away from me. Nervousness? I mean, who on earth wouldn't be in this situation? Once I reach the top, it opens the door to the spare room with my hand free. Okay, in the drawers, right? Yeah, or whatever you want, really. Natsuki pauses at the doorway. Something wrong? It's just shock, I guess. This is my room now. I can't go back. I'd imagine what she must be feeling right now. No doubt she will need time to adjust. As will I. But I'm here. With you. She leans up and kisses me on the cheek. Now, if you don't mind, I'd have preferred if you didn't stare at me changing. Right. Sorry. I'll heat you up some soup or something. Come down whenever you're ready. There's some tissue paper in the bathroom so you can clean yourself up. Give me a weak smile. Okay. Heading downstairs, I enter the kitchen and swing open one of the cupboards. Pull out a can of chicken soup. I'm sorry, canned chicken soup is horrible. This will have to do. I'll hit the grocery store tomorrow and pick up some things. Put the soup in a plastic bowl and set the microwave. As I wait, I take a deep breath. Strangely, I don't feel anxious. By how my weeks have been going, my heart should be on the fritz right now. But I'm oddly calm. In fact, I even feel good. Despite my aching shoulder, I got it out of the house. We planned it and pulled it off. There might be consequences later, but she's here. She's safe. We're safe. Oh no. It was the microwave. I don't know how that managed to echo. She made her way downstairs. I was now waiting at the door. She was me a concerned look. You okay? Yeah. Just got a little startled is all. Staying there for an awkward moment, we both dead silent. Your soup is ready. Okay. Just try not to strain yourself too much. It's been a rough day. I can't help but draw my attention back to her swollen eye. For the both of us. I guess the best thing we can do now is just get some rest. After all, we've got a long day tomorrow. Oh no. What are we going to do about her eye tomorrow? I can't go to school, Echo. Not like this. Well, like this. And not tomorrow at least. And my worry easily sets back in. We can figure something out. We got Nissa ready. She doesn't look entirely convinced, but doesn't question me either. I guess we'll just have to see how it looks tomorrow. Yeah, guess you're right. Worst case scenario, you won't be going to school. There's something oddly revealing about that. It gives us time to figure out what to do next. And right about now, time is exactly what we need. Though unlikely to happen, I can't help but speculate on how I can get Natsuki's dad behind bars. I sigh. The idea of simply waiting is jarring away at my nerves. I can't shake this idea that something bad will happen to Natsuki or to me. I mean, I can't exactly guarantee our safety. Goodness sake, take deep breaths. Don't lose your nerve. Look back, Natsuki hasn't even touched her food. Natsuki, you should eat. I mean, you must be a little hungry after all that. It's not that, I'm starving. Then raises her head in my direction, her black eyes staring straight towards me. It's a stark reminder of what horrible things she's been through. I grimace at the thought. I just don't feel like I'm free, Echo. I'm afraid he'll find a way to take me back. Natsuki takes a deep breath. I feel useless. I've only ever been mean to you, Echo. Even though you actually care about me. It begins to form a much more melancholic expression. It's as if she's holding something back. I feel sorry for her. When it comes to her father, how her father treats her, I'm left more confused than angry. What sort of person would consider doing that to someone, let alone their own daughter? What sort of sick mindset justifies such a thing? But hey, Parfait, girls is safe. Yeah, there's that at least. That was the first manga I ever bought for myself, you know. It was also the first manga I ever got to read with someone else too. That'd be me, I take it. Duh. Dummy. No one else was ever interested in what I liked. And when you joined the club, I thought that was going to be the same. But it wasn't. You cared. I actually took the time to like it. It's never happened to me before. I liked that. Even if I didn't show it. But now I keep doubting as to whether it's worth it. 17 years. And only one person I can call a good friend. Don't get me wrong or anything, the club members are nice. Yet, still don't feel like they actually care. Not as much as you. But now I'm thinking, she then starts to mumble and barely able to hear what she says. Maybe he was right, maybe I should just grow up. Interrupt before she can continue. Hey! A bit scared by my sudden change in tone, but at least managed to get her attention. Yeah? It's not stupid to have an interest in something. You remember why you wrote, what was it called? Amy Likes Spiders? Because you thought people shouldn't judge others for their interests. And if I recall correctly, you actually said that those people were the stupid ones. Am I wrong? Sigh escapes me. You're a really good person, Echo, Natsuki, and you have a unique perspective on things. It's why you and I get along. Screenshot. An awkward silence permeates the room. Did I upset her? I certainly hope not. Should I try to say something else? It gives me a light shove. Dummy. You used my own poem against me. That's no fair. Belief is just about the only thing I feel right now. I'm glad that I finally got through to her. Even if only for a short while. Hey, speaking of parfait girls. Yeah? Well, it's safe upstairs. I went ahead and put it in the spare room earlier. So I saw. Up for continuing where we left off? Smells faintly. Yeah, I'd like that. I'll just finish this before we do. Points towards the soup on the table, more likely lukewarm by now. Yeah, of course. I'll go get a blanket and some spare snacks set up. That sounds good. Yeah, sure. Walk to one end of the cupboards where should hopefully be some snacks available. Crisps, bingo. I'll be waiting in the spare room, alright? You sit at the table and grabs a spoon. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. I walk upstairs towards the spare room, reflecting on the past couple of days. All the stress accumulated in me has drained me. Despite my fatigue, I love nothing more than to stay up and read with Natsuki. We could use a distraction to ease our minds. Enter the room and begin to get everything set up. Everything in its right place, the blanket laid over me, I sit down on the sofa and wait for Natsuki to arrive. The blanket is large enough to wrap us both, thankfully, so things probably won't be too awkward between us. This gives me time to breathe a little, which I'm grateful for. Grab the volume per figure and begin to stare at the cover. Let a light chuckle, remembering when I first tried to talk to her. It was definitely the most difficult to get a good understanding of out of all the club members. Fortunately for me, however, we found common ground with our interest in manga. It's actually really nice once you get past the initial barriers, that is. Which makes it hurt even more to hear what she had to endure. Finished my realization and laid the volume of manga beside me, close my eyes and unwind for the first time in days. Yet before I know it, I hear a door creak open and a faint giggling emerging from the doorway. You look comfy. I decided to play along with her more joyful attitude. Well, I certainly feel comfortable. Wanna hop in and find out for yourself? I only just realized what I said probably sounds really weird. Even if I know the blanket's big enough, I still can't help but feel like an absolute creep saying that. You bet. He slides into the cover of the blankets with me. I guess she didn't think it was weird at all or simply didn't care. Either way, I feel more at ease with her around, even if it's only for the time being. Got the volume right? Sure do. I grabbed the manga laying next to me and showed it to Natsuki. What's up? This is gonna sound really stupid, but would it be okay if I hold it? Just for a bit. But hesitation, I offer her the volume of manga. Of course. Two eyes light up as her face goes red. She takes the manga from my lending hand and holds it close to her chest. Wait. Do you actually like it? Well, yeah. Why else would I offer to keep the collection here? I don't know. I thought you just shouldn't be nice or something. Really, what made you think that? I don't know. It's not like I can read your mind, dummy. She giggles a little bit. It's good to hear her laugh. Just as soon as it happens, her smile disappears. She speaks up once more. I'm sorry. Eh? I'm completely lost. Why is she apologizing? If I had to guess, I assume it has to do with her issues at home. Nothing to be sorry about. And there's nothing else you could have done to stop the... well... No, that's not what I'm apologizing for. What I said earlier. About being mean to you. You're probably one of the nicest people I've ever met, and I've treated you like junk. Now, this might sound incredibly stupid, but even though I've only known you for about a week, you're probably the best friend I've ever had. She pauses, she places the book down once more and suddenly pulls me into an embrace, banging her face into my chest. So, thanks, Echo. Again. Arms around her, returning a hug. Neither has exchanged a single word as a peaceful silence fills the room. 10 minutes pass in an instant with Natsuki in my arms, but eventually she lets go and looks away. Sorry about that. I just need to get it off my chest, I guess. It's fine. And, I'm glad to know I mean that much to you. His practically glows red after I say that. So, guess we should actually read the Parfait Girls now? Yeah, I'd like that. We've achieved the second volume and eagerly open it to the first page. Now that I've read a decent portion of the manga, I can finally joke and talk with her about certain characters, situations, and setups for different arcs. It's nice to talk to her about this. Been just over an hour and I'm already knackered. Set the volume down and turn to Natsuki. Hey, you want to call it a night? Looks towards me and speaks groggily. Yeah. We get from the sofa and proceed to tidy things up. Hey, do you want me to set up the room so it should be more comfortable? Nah, I think I got it from here. Plus, you're bound to mess something up. Hey, what happened to you being nice? I mean, I never said anything about being nice. I apologize for being mean. Shake my head and sigh in an over-exaggerated fashion. Whatever you say, Nat. Anyway, I guess this is a good night then. Yeah, see you tomorrow. You too, rest well. Close the door to the spare room and stagger my way towards the bathroom. Exhausted as anything, I jump into bed. Unfortunately, even when I try to sleep, I can only wonder what will happen. When it comes to safety, I can only hope everything will work out. Hope no one will notice her absence tomorrow. I hope her father will just face justice as he rightly deserves. I hope she can finally live a happy life free from abuse. I hope. Act 2, all I need. I really don't think... Heartbeats? Well, yeah. Oh. It wasn't real. It wasn't real, Echo. Put yourself together. Calm. Pull the covers over me and quickly get onto my feet on the ground and pinch the bridge of my nose. Ugh. It feels like it's about to explode. I'll probably have to take some painkillers or something. I'm in desperate need of some water. Guess I'll have to get up then. So I stand up from my sitting and open the bedroom door. I stopped from noticing my clothes from the night before in front of me. I reached down and picked them up. Might as well bring them down for a wash. I exit the room, my stomach growls like a wild animal. Probably because the last thing I ate was a bag of crisps. I really need to get some groceries today. My legs quiver as I attempt to walk down the stairs. As I reach the bottom, a certain pink-haired girl clutches, catching my eye, laying on one of the living room couches. Hey. Hi. Bridget, despite being clearly nervous, has healed somewhat, though not by much. As for herself, she looks like she's trying to nod off to sleep. What she got there? Some clothes to the washing machine. You got everything you need to go? You got anything that needs to go in too? I might have some, yeah. I'll grab them in a bit. Cool. So you came down here? There's something up with the spare room, or? You yawned, stretching her arms past her head momentarily. No. I was hoping to see there's something I could put on the TV. Some background noise. But there's never anything good on. Oh well, I just kind of stuck around. Because you already started melting into the couch? Yeah. Maybe a little bit. You sluggishly stretches your arms out once more. Before you ask, no, I haven't slept. I got a little bit, like half an hour. That's hardly... Do you want to talk about it? No need. I think you can already guess. Yeah. Sue doesn't know how to confront her, hesitantly puts a hand on her shoulder. Just up at me with a weak smile. I was there for a minute or two, no words exchanged between us. Two enveloped themselves company to do anything but savor the moment. For long, Natsuki speaks up. I'm still trying to process this, you know. I know I've already said this, but it's just so surreal to me. You asked me to put clothes in the washing machine like it's almost a natural thing in the world. Like I already live here. She sits up, swinging her legs off the couch to herself. Well, you do. I know that, but that's the weird part. But hey, since I am, I might as well chip in with the chores, right? So I'll take care of the dirty clothes. You sure? I'm perfectly fine, I'm sure I want to help you out. I'll ask for leaving to you. I'll put them down by here or something. She motions towards the coffee table. I'll go get my load and we can get them in the machine. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. I dumped the dirty clothes on the table. She reached out to grab the television remote. I turned it on. Pressing the home button, she opens the enormous tab, checking the time. Just past 10:30. Dad would have gone straight to work at like 7. Doesn't usually check on me in the morning, so he may not know yet. Well, that's a relief. Yeah. As for later, oh, I don't know. Guess we'll have to do as you say. Just wait it out. Yeah. So maybe... Echo, what are you still doing here? Oh my... Natsuki? What the heck happened to you? And what are you doing here? Sorry, please calm down. It's a long story. Natsuki looks towards me for guidance while Sori is fixated on her eye. I can tell what she's thinking. Bad excuse or to the truth? We'll get a chance to respond. Natsuki seemingly makes her mind up, saying, okay, Sori. You can tell absolutely no one about this. Not Monica, or Yuri, or your parents, or anyone else. Please. Okay. It's my dad, he. Last night we got into argument, something trivial, I think it was about the TV remote or something. I called him a... probably shouldn't repeat it here, and he threw the remote at me. Hit me square in the eye. But don't take it the wrong way, he never laid a finger on me before. He just freaked out, I guess. I mean, I still wasn't gonna take a second more of that junk and came here. And Echo as well, he's been kind enough to let me crash for a while. Until the dust settles, I guess. Okay then. Eyes pleaded with me to go along with the story. No choice but to get caught up in the lie. Stands shot, at least speechless in the face of new information. Natsuki lets a small chuckle in an attempt to diffuse the tension, but does little to quell her concern. Natsuki... That between Natsuki and I, trying to fully comprehend what just happened. Rija put on Natsuki's sword, but she flinches. Sori yanks her arm back. I say something but can't get any words out. This is a lot for her. The silence is unbearable. I feel myself tensing up. And it dipped. Okay, no, that's Twitch being dumb now. Okay, that's fine. Heart is racing. Find Natsuki ends the silence. So yeah. Feels of having nothing else to say. That brings doing the close hug. Natsuki winces a bit, but returns it. I'm sorry. I'm glad you stood up for yourself. I wasn't gonna lay down and accept it now, was I? Let's go, Natsuki, and sighs. Yeah, I'm sorry that I just walked in. It's not your fault. Anyone would want an explanation seeing me like this. That's why I'm avoiding school today. Last thing I want is for others to worry. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. voice chills us as her dejected eyes look at me. As always, she feels helpless to do anything for Natsuki. I step in and try to give her some peace of mind. Natsuki is safe, and right now, that's all that matters. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. So I explain softens as some of her worries dissipate. Promise? I promise, we won't keep you in the dark. A sigh of relief escapes her. But again, no one else can know about this. I know, Echo, I won't tell a soul. Like you said, that means a lot. If you ever need anything, I'm always ready to help. A brief moment she flashes a sincere smile before turning back towards the door. That face. I'm really sorry, but I gotta get to school. And I missed my first lesson, so... Oh yeah, of course. Well, I'll see you guys later. Alright, sorry. See you later. She dashes out the front door, closing it gently on the way out. What exactly was that? What do you mean, what was that? You said he only hurt you once. Obviously, you're all going to tell her the whole story. I didn't exactly have time to come up with a better excuse. On that note, why on earth did she just walk in? It's a neighbor thing. I should have warned you about it. Sorry. It's fine, I guess. Why didn't you just tell her the whole story? Same reason I never told anyone else. Don't get me wrong, I like them. I don't trust them not to see me as some frail, abused, sad little girl. So why? Different, Echo. You actually... Ugh, never mind. Augustine falls between us. Neither of us know how to continue the conversation. First eyes taking a seat back on the couch. Unsure of what to do myself, I consider sitting myself down next to her. Another minute of uncomfortable silence follows. I already regret lying. You did what you thought was right. I'm sure Soy would understand. But to anyone, I think she knows at least a little of how it feels. And a secret you can't tell anyone, no matter how much it hurts you. I guess. You sure you won't tell anyone? Well, I've been friends since we were kids. You know how she can be sometimes, but I think she's smarter than she lets on. Safe to say, I trust her with my life. You know, with how much she talks about you at the club, I figured you'd known each other for a while. I mean, she does live next door. That's how we met when I moved in. She mentioned that once. Chuckled, shaking my head. Should have known. She told about how often when you first moved here you were scared of her. And eventually she managed to coerce you in becoming her friend. Holding in a laugh, I've always... Whether it's the fact that I was scared of Sayori of all people, or the look on my face remains to be seen. Did she happen to tell you why I was scared? I don't know. Can't remember everything she said. Okay, I'll tell you. When we arrived, I looked out the car window to see the first time I see her face. I see her face nearly pressed up against the window. It gave me quite the scare, as you could imagine. I like to think it gave both our parents quite a shock as well. After a while, I spent days not going outside because I knew she was waiting for me. I didn't think a single day went by in that period of time where she didn't visit us. It definitely didn't help that she lived so close by. So yeah, she pretty much held me hostage in becoming her friend. I guess nothing's really changed after all. Yeah, I guess so. That must have been a nightmare. I covered my face in my hand and tried to hide the embarrassment. Tell me about it. There was the time she tricked me in getting a scary movie to watch while her parents were asleep. She told me it was a comedy. Safe to say I didn't sleep that night. Man, I never realized Soy was the kind of person to do that. Trust me, she's more cunning than she looks. Hey, by the way, oh, this one's even better. In our school, there was a big science fair they held every year. It wasn't an ordinary science fair either. It had a ton of really cool prizes. One that everyone wanted was this really big electric race track. But of everyone, I think I wanted it more than anyone. Thing is though, you have to get first place. I tried harder and harder every year until eventually I got second place. Next year I was determined to get it, but I saw Soy having a lot of trouble with it, and I eventually asked she wanted help. Truth be told, I kind of felt bad about seeing her like that, so I just dropped everything and helped her out. We agreed I wasn't going to do all the work for her, and she said she'd put most of the effort. However, I promised I would always be there. We worked on the project day after day, but I was always there in case she needed help. By the time the science fair came around, she had finished an elaborate project on how air pollution affects the planet. She ended up getting 3rd place. And I think you've guessed, but I didn't get past the research for my stage for my project. I didn't care. I'm proud of her. So were her parents. Felt bad when I didn't get my own project, but she sometimes apologizes for it today. And while yeah, only the racetrack, it's up until the point that really helped. So it really woke me up to the fact I like learning about that stuff. Man, science is pretty much the only subject I still somewhat enjoy. And I owe it to her. Yeah, that's pretty good day. Where's need to go red? I only just realized how much I've been talking non-stop. Wow. That was one mad story. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. Don't worry, you're not as bad as Yuri. At least you can make things you talk about interesting. I laugh at that remark. Whatever you say. But that's so nice though. Yeah. You're having a strong friendship with someone. I mean, yeah, but why are you saying it like that? I have fidgets in a seat a little. I never had many friends. That was Dad. Club is the closest thing to a group of friends I've had in years. Even then, I had to make stuff up with him a little to go to Monica's house. She had a party there a month or so back. Said it was some club assignment. Looking back, I'm surprised he bought it. I just wanted friends, you know? I'm on the shoulder. But anyway, you're my best friend. You're still a dummy though. Hey. Smirks and giggles, toss me the remote. Hopefully there's something watchable on. Take it you're not hungry? Chicks ahead. I'm good for now. I'll help you cook a nice dinner tonight. How's that? There's no TV and starts flipping through the channels. Fine by me. The cooking's not the greatest. Nor is my baking. Remember those cupcakes? Good, yeah. You definitely need practice, but you'll get plenty of it. We just need the ingredients. Asuki suddenly stops abruptly, gazing at the TV screen. Eyes suddenly light up. Oh wow. I haven't seen this in years. Huh? I look at the TV to see what's caught her attention. Vibrant coloured fish swim through a large tank filled with coral as teenagers longingly gaze at each other from both sides, accompanied by a mushy love song. What's the movie? Yeah. I used to love it to death when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. I must have seen it twice a week. Turning back to the TV, we watch on as the scene drags out for over a minute. Endless jump cuts pan to each other, switching focuses from the teens to a fish tank and back from shots that's inside the fish tank. This? Try as I might, I can't have a let it grown. Hey, don't give me that. It might be a little cheesy, but doesn't mean it's bad. I bet you'd like some goofy over-the-top things yourself. Shall we go through your anime collection? That's not... Okay, fair point. Come on, give it a chance. Alright. Might as well. Take a seat beside her on the couch. See? Told you. I think I get up from the couch and stretch. Peering over at the news clock, I noticed over 2 hours have passed. Wow, we must have been watching this junk for that long. Oh, shut up. You were enjoying it. I could see it in your eyes. Oh, it seems like you were more interested in looking my way than the film you love so much. Embarrassed as she gives it a gaze as her face grows bright red. I didn't mean it that way. I was just gauging your reaction to the film, man. I completely believe you. Whatever, my point stands. You liked it. Okay, I may have underestimated it. It's certainly got personality. It's still probably one of the cheesiest things I've ever seen. I mean, the acting was so hummy, it was hard to take it seriously. But that's what makes it so fun. Like, yeah, it's a tragedy at heart, but the over-top acting is what separates the campy scenes from the, well, tragic ones. Like the house party. I had no idea what was going on throughout most of that scene. It felt so disconnected from the rest of the film. Well, I couldn't tell you about half the scenes even mean, but they still mean something to me, you know? I don't want to take that away from you. It's just not for me, I guess. Yeah, I guess not. Russ held silent for a moment, not too sure where to go from here. Trying to look for something, anything to distract from the odd tension in the room, my eyes drove to the kitchen. Feeling hungry yet? I sure do. Actually, yeah. Bacon sandwich sound good? Sounds good. I nod and head into the kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna go BRB quickly. I want to go make a cup of tea. Wee! Wee! Back again, but this time I've turned the light on because it's kind of getting a tad dark. I've turned the light back on in hopes that it's not too dark. I don't know where I was going with that. I had a lot like cooler thing to say, and it didn't sound as cool as I thought it did in my head. It tends to be the case. Sometimes you think something sounds really cool, and then you say it, and it's like, really? That wasn't that cool. Okay. I turn towards the refrigerator and yank it open. Oh, I've heard there's no bacon in sight. In fact, there's hardly anything here. Oh no. Thinking about it, we're lonely everything at the moment. Which actually makes now the perfect time to get some groceries. Hey Natsuki. She makes her way into the kitchen. What's up? There's no bacon here. In fact, we're running low pretty much on groceries in general. I've got some bread, maybe a few slices of turkey or something. Unless you want some oats. Natsuki's face twists in disgust. Gross. Thought so. So I'm gonna have to head to the store sometime this afternoon. In fact, I should probably just get it out of the way now. Wanna come with? Natsuki gestures towards her face. Oh, right. Sorry. So you'll be fine here? Yeah. Promise I won't burn the place down. Unless. You wouldn't have any sunglasses, would you? Sounds stupid, but it should do the trick. I don't think so. Maybe. Well, I wouldn't mind coming with you if I could cover up my eye. I could go and take a look. I know where I can find some sunglasses. Actually, give me a minute. I rush upstairs into the spare room. Out of the cupboards opposite the couch. When I start on looking for the sunglasses, could be finally landing in the shoe box on top of the cupboard. Taking the lid off, I scour through the years of worth junk in the box. Old figurines, stiff joints, broken CDs, video game cartridges before my time. Finally at the bottom box, I found what I'm looking for. Sorori's old sunglasses. She must have let some here years ago. They're quite a little flashy. It's worth a shot though. Midway back downstairs, Natsuki's waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Any luck? Actually, yeah. So something tells me you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like your style though. Oh, they can't be that bad. Hand them over to her. You're kidding. Come on, just come on. Fine. Let's exaggerate side before putting the sunglasses on. I try to give a straight face, but I can't help but letting out a little bit of a chuckle. Yeah, there's no way on earth I'm wearing these. But they're so cute. Oh, shut up. They at least do the job. I don't care. It's not worth going looking outside looking like some 70s rock star. She tosses sunglasses aside, finally landing on the couch. Hey, watch it. Those shades aren't mine. Whose are they? Oh, they're Sorori's. They're from years ago, though. Right, now you mention it, I definitely get that impression. So I take you knocking with? Yeah, pass. Hey, I'll keep your feet warm. Unless it was a soft chuckle. You want anything? Well, since you ask, I do have a sweet tooth. Maybe some chocolate? Don't sweat it if you can't, though. Gotcha. So, hang on. And she rips off a square kitchen roll. Hey, do you want a marker? Yeah, sure. I look on the dining table to find a marker laying across some crumpled paper. Oh, great. I finished a poem for the club. But given the events of last night, I can hardly be blamed for forgetting. Regardless, I grab the marker, toss the paper in the trash, and hand it to Natsuki. Marker in hand, she starts scribbling away at the weak tissue paper, somehow avoiding any major tears. Hands it over to me and I fold it, stuffing it into my pocket. Now you won't forget. Thanks. Won't be long, the store's not too far. I'll manage the terrifying Home Alone experience. Alright, I'll be back soon. Again, Natsuki a wave goodbye as I head out the door. Midway down to the shopping district, as I passed by I noticed an autumn leaf fluttering along the sidewalk. Is it fall already? No wonder there's such a chill. With the store now in view, I quicken my pace. I make my way inside. I'm engulfed in a warm aroma of indoor heaters. I take a basket from the rack and pull out pieces of tissue paper with a shopping list on it. Bacon, eggs, flour, caster sugar, whipped cream and chocolate. You should have really given me some quantities because I don't know how much of these I should get. I have a limited budget, so I should give me a solid limit on how much I can get. I sell the ads for each item on the list and cross them off as I do so. Bacon, sugar, whipped cream, eggs, flour. You know, I should get some stuff for dinner tonight. I could go for some grilled fish and rice. Now the chocolate bar. Fortunately, the snack aisle is just opposite the self-checkout tiles. I skimmed through the mountain of snacks unsure what would be to Natsuki's taste until... Oh, she looks tired. She looks tired. She does not look good. I skimmed through the mountain unsure what to get until... Oh, Echo? Fancy you here. Monica? What's she doing here? Hi, Monica, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Just getting some snacks to the club. What about you? Don't exactly look ready for the club. She chuckles in an attempt to lighten the mood, but I'm not too tired to laugh with her. She takes a notice of my lack of enthusiasm and quickly backpedals. Gosh, listen to me, mine is just fixated on the club. Sorry, maybe just I need a break. Don't worry about it, I haven't been to school today either, so... No? Why's that? Been a rough week, I should just keep it at that. Are you okay, Echo? The tone seems concerned for me, and for a second I almost considered telling her everything. Quickly push the thoughts aside and give a vague explanation instead. I'm fine really, I just want to get into it. Monica ransacking the shelves, indeterminately tossing all manners of snacks in her basket. She looks stressed. She slept? Probably not right to me to ask. I do anyway. Are you... Huh? I meant, are you okay? Monica stops and takes a deep breath, averting her eyes. But within a second, she looks me in the eye and smiles warmly. It looks like she's being genuine. I'm okay, Echo. I appreciate you asking. It shows how caring you are. With other words, she awkwardly goes back to her snack hunting. Nice one, Echo. Better change the topic. So, what are all these for? Oh, I was planning a bit of a surprise party. But if you can't make it today, perhaps I should reschedule. Yeah. I'll definitely be in next week onwards, promise. Okay. I'm just concerned is all. We are barely a club without you, so you being away is... She sighs. Then smiles. But if you'll come back next week, that's great. I will. Gesture towards the snacks again. But what's the occasion? Well... You know better than any of us how I've been feeling pretty down lately. So I wanted to plan something nice for her to cheer her up. Just nice, planned out welcome back event at the club. I want to show that we all really care, you know? That sounds great. I was really thoughtful of Monica planning an entire party for Sayori. Nothing else, she loves the snacks. Speaking of which, well, if I can suggest something... I grab a large bar of white chocolate and hand it over to her. Monica turns over the bar, her eyebrows raised as she reads over the nutrition label. Isn't this a bit too sugary? That's the point. This is what we're talking about after all. Aha, good call. I'm a bit close when it comes to these kind of things, so I appreciate the direction. I would be too if I hadn't known her for 13 years. So don't worry about it. Unsure what to pick for Natsuki, I take the safe bet and grab a cupcakes, placed it in my basket. Monica and I head over to the self-checkout tills, both of us scanning our items, waiting to be rung up so we could pay. Since you're going to reschedule, wouldn't it be a good idea to hold off and buy you things later? She shrugs nonchalantly. Well, I'm already here, might as well get them now. I can afford this, it'd be a waste to have to put all these back on the right shelves. I'll toss them in the fridge and bring them in on Monday. They'll still be fresh by then, I guess. And, what are you going to do at the club instead? That's a good question, I haven't really thought of that. Now, maybe I could suggest they write a poem during the club during the hours. It could encourage some cooperation. Maybe they could develop their writing styles with each other. This could be wonderful. I would really love it if we could just treat the club more like a team. You do not look good. You imagine Natsuki and you writing a poem together? She's gone to a non-characteristic rabbit tendency. I realize something. I can't really say anything about Natsuki's absence. Guess she'll have to find out on her own. I hate keeping secrets like this, but I made a promise. Yeah, that'd definitely be interesting. Yeah. After paying for our items, we head out to the store with our bags in tow. Well, I guess it's where we part ways. You sure you can't come to the club? I'm sure I'm... Do some bad juggling to reach my phone and glance at the time. Oh no. Running way later than I should be anyway. I see. Yeah. It was nice seeing you, Monica. So, Monday? Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sorry needs the support. Great, I'll see you then. Take care, Echo. She turns away and walks on the other side of the street, heading towards school. I start my way home, walking at a brisk pace. Monica hit it well, but I could feel her disappointment. Oh, Natsuki doesn't show up either. Why is nothing going the way I thought it would? First time I talked to Monica, she looked like she had everything together, but now she looks like she hasn't slept in days. So I was depressed. Even if I could see the future, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, Natsuki's living in my house, for goodness sake. And me? If I'd known the stress and anxiety that being involved in this club would have caused, I probably wouldn't have joined in the first place. I mean, who would? It was all cute girls and fun poems at first. Now it feels like I haven't seen words on papers in years. But regardless of how I feel about the whole ordeal, I'm not leaving anytime soon. If I hadn't joined the club, Natsuki would still be stuck with her abusive partner, with nobody to help her. And sorry, she'd be... I feel my chest tighten as my heartbeat accelerates. I struggle to maintain my breath as I hold myself against the wall to regain my composure and keep myself from collapsing. However, that does little to stop my mind and heart from racing. Would she? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It didn't happen. I'm here now. I need to keep myself together. If only to have Natsuki be there for the club. The club? It's funny, really. I joined the club, but I still haven't read a single book. Ironic in a way. I'm sure Natsuki would disagree. I lift the bag to my not so injured arm and start walking again. I need to hurry. Still reeling from the encounter with Monica, I reach my street with groceries in tow. The bags themselves aren't hefty, but I feel like my arm is going to give out. This is what I get for not sleeping or eating well, for that matter. To be honest, I'm not doing anything well at this point. Walk to the front door and shove it open with my good shoulder. Hauling the bags over into the kitchen, I lift them up before setting down on the counter. One of them sloshes over to the side, with a carton of cupcakes above now sliding out in plain view. Almost immediately, Natsuki's arm reaches around me and snatches it away. Yoink. Hey, I was planning on making some actual food first, you know. A little appetizer wouldn't hurt. He shrugs his shoulders. Well, I didn't know what kind of chocolate you preferred, so I got cupcakes instead. Hey, I'll take anything at this point. Thanks. No worries, Natsuki. If you really want to know though, white chocolate rules over all. Duly noted. Well then, if you don't mind me, I'll go ahead and cook us some dinner. Hey, wait, I'll come and help. Now stay put, I'll handle it. You sure about that? Just because I can't bake doesn't mean I can't cook. I mean, I'd be pretty done for if I didn't know living alone and all. Fair enough, just don't burn the house down, okay? I did just move in after all. Aha, very funny. If you smell smoke, you know what it is. I've grabbed the apron sling over the oven door handle and tied it around my waist. You're laughing at me. That is amazing. Wish I had my phone with me because this is art. Either I wear it or you do. Well, yeah. At least I can put the lid off. Sure. Well, I'm gonna find something fun to watch. You work your magic, okay? Chuckles as she heads back into the living room. Alright, cooking skills don't fail me now. Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever made, but certainly not my proudest meal. I hope it's serviceable. Take the plate in and bring them both into the living room. Asuki, her annoyed, rushes up and snatches her plate on my hand before returning to her seat. Hey, someone's a bit desperate for the food. Bacon patties. That's nice. Can't go wrong with bacon patties. Or a cup of tea for that matter of fact. Got a nice cup of red bush tea. Very nice. I like my tea. Tea I like a lot. I drink a lot of tea. Going to rest my meal on my lap. Picks up a fork and knife and gets ready to eat. Start digging into my own plate. It's not exactly the best meal I've eaten, but it works. I take a glance at Natsuki, curious as how she's liking it. She's tearing through it at a limited pace. I don't know what I expected, but I guess edible is more than enough for me. Nat, take a breath, jeez. This is so good. I might have just underestimated your cooking. She's eating as she speaks. Didn't catch any of that. Paused for a second before firmly swallowing her food. What I was trying to say is, this is pretty good. It's not my best, but I appreciate it. This isn't your best? I can whip up some pretty mean instant noodles. And suddenly I have no regrets coming here. Regrets? It was just a joke, Echo. I shouldn't be getting worked up about it. That's a relief. Oh, by the way. Probably best you didn't come to the store with me. Yeah? How come? Ran to Monica. She was stocking up on snacks for this surprise party for Sori. It was supposed to be today, but when I told her I was going to be a no-show, she moved it to Monday. Suki stopped eating for a moment. Huh? Something about that rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah? Listen, I don't know Sori as well as you, but just... Look, imagine if everyone knew about my situation. And they decided to throw me a surprise party telling me everything would be okay. And they don't really know anything about what I'm going through. Honestly, I'd be kind of annoyed. It just seems really patronizing to me. I don't know, I'm not sorry, maybe she would like it. I hadn't thought of it like that. Just my 2 cents. Maybe you could bring it up with Monica? I don't know, Monica seemed kind of out of it today. She's stressed out, that's for sure. After all the stuff with Sori, the festival falling apart, people missing the club, she might just need something to go right, you know? Like you said, Sori's not like you. Maybe she'll appreciate it. We can only hope. Yeah. Haven't demolished her meal as she moves a plate off her lap and onto the coffee table. Meanwhile, I'm only halfway done, so yeah. You gonna finish that? Actually, yes I am. If you're still hungry, you've got that chocolate in the kitchen. Now I was just messing with you. Thanks for reminding me about the chocky though. I'll get to that soon enough. He stands up, grabbing a dish and disappearing into the kitchen with it. Fallout? Hey, Nat? Yeah? You know, Monica still wants us to write our poems, so we should sit down and do that at some point. I'll do you one better. He appears in the doorway empty-handed. How about we do our poems separately, then we save them for the club? That could be exciting. But it means you don't get to read all the trash drafts of it. That's the fun part. Sure it is. Did Monica specify a theme? She did, but it relied on everyone in the club cooperating. And since we weren't there, She's quiet for a moment, silently brainstorming. Before long, I break the silence. Honestly, I might just go and make a start on mine now. Yeah, you do that. I think I'm gonna hit the hay. Thanks for dinner, it was pretty good, as far as I was expecting from you. I finished my food and placed the plate down on the nearby coffee table. Well, if you're going to live in my house, it's not like I'm going to leave you unfed. I started glaring to the gourd about my poem. Out of nowhere, I feel Natsuki's tight embrace. I turned the gesture. For a few seconds, she pulled herself away. Good night. Good night. I climbed the stairs, slowly leaving my line of sight. I wonder what that was about. Anyway, I should probably get to that poem before I call it a night. I start heading upstairs myself. As I reach the hall, I catch one glass glimpse of Natsuki closing the door to the spare room. Entering my room, I take a seat at my desk and pick up a pen and begin tapping at the paper as I get lost in my own thoughts. Saturday the 30th of September. I'm really awakened by the irritating yap of my alarm even though it's Saturday. I haphazardly swipe at it in an effort to turn it off. In my days, all I managed to do is knock everything off my nightstand, including the alarm. Still beeping, I force myself out of bed to shut it off once and for all. And since I'm already up, I opt to start my day earlier than expected and head downstairs. I trudge into the living room and sink into the couch. As the cushy softness takes me in, I find myself feeling at ease with the calm, tranquil silence washing over me. For now, I'm only left with my thoughts and the beautiful morning sunshine coming through the window. Considering the events of the past few days, this is exactly what I need. I can finally relax and think cleanly for once. No panic, no stress, no... My trailer force drift off as the creaking of floorboards yank me from my peace. Looks like Natsuki is awake. Turn to face her as she groggily walks down the steps. Morning, Nat. She rubs her eyes and let her yawn. Hey, Echo. What you doing up so early? Glance at the clock, it's only 8 in the morning. It's not that early, you know. It is for you. Hey. She shrugs her shoulders as a smile creeps onto her face. I don't know, you just seem like the type to sleep through half your Saturday. Am I wrong? Well, no, not really. Yeah, figures. What? Which figures? Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make something. Stomps her way to the kitchen. Even the comfort of the couch, I reluctantly follow her. You got bacon and eggs yesterday, right? Yes. Grabs the apron. Okay, I see why she's laughing at us. Handle and puts it on. Then let's make some bacon and eggs. Take a good look at her. Suki in the apron. Oh no. She does pull it off. Hey, stop ogling and start helping. That's not... I am not. Never mind. What do you need me to do? How good are you with making bacon? As good as I can be, I guess. Stop being so wishy-washy. Gotta have pride in the things you're good at. I don't exactly take pride in my cooking, Nat. Don't sell yourself short, Echo. Even I gotta admit, last night's dinner was pretty good. I'm happy you liked it. You should be. Natsuki's seal of approval is a rare artifact sought out by many. I bet. Right, I gave you enough positive reinforcement, now go make some bacon. Yeah. So, take out 2 large plates from the washing machine, washing rack by the sink, grab the bacon strips and lay them out in a cold pan. Make sure to keep them somewhere close together. I slowly turn up the heat. Now it's time to wait until they start to sizzle. Damn, Echo, you forgot these. Huh? What did I forget? She throws a pair of tongs my way. Of course, tongs. How did I forget that? How would you like your eggs? I like them scrambled. Good choice. Nice to know I'm not living with a complete idiot. What's the wrong answer? Poached. Still good, but by far the worst as far as eggs go. So, yeah, you're still an idiot. I just can't catch a break, can I? I can't get soft on me. Oh, soft, says the girl who has an entire Parfait Girls box set. Parfait Girls is amazing. Even you like the series. Sure, but I don't have an entire box set though. Not like you'd want one in the first place. Well, yes and no. And what does that mean? I wouldn't want one of my own, because I wouldn't imagine reading it about you. I could hear a pin dropping across the kitchen. To salvage the sounds, I pipe up. Well, you know, I just enjoy your enthusiasm for it. Sure. Yeah, all I'm saying is it's cute how interested you are in the story. Grabs an egg and crack it on the rim of the bowl, dropping the yolk perfectly inside. See the egg, Echo? Yeah. That's gonna be a skull after I'm done with you. That's a bit brutal. Oh wow, I'm so scared. You should be. I pay no attention to these empty threats. Bacon starts to buckle and curl. Grabbing the tongs, I drag and turn the strips, trying to get them as crispy as possible. I'm a bit tense as the fat flats around, ready to burn me if I'm not careful. I should be fine as long as I keep my distance. You know, I was looking for paper to write my poem on last night, but guess what I found instead? Oh, please enlighten me. Freehold stocks of very bad Shonen manga. What's it called again? Is this her sweet revenge? That manga is great. People only hate it because it's popular. Or maybe, just maybe, you just have really bad taste. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. It's not as bad as people. Ow. Oh no, I feel a burning sensation in my arm. I think I got hit by splattering bacon grease. Careful, Echo. Yeah. I just got caught off guard. Alright. It turns the attention back to the eggs. This is so embarrassing. Let's just get this over with so I can take a long shower. Maybe even a cold shower. Okay, maybe not. I'm not a psychopath. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe she'll slip up too and I won't look like a total idiot. Get back to my bacon strips, defeated for now. They're starting to look really crispy. I keep moving them with my tongs just to make sure I got every spot. Eventually, I deem them prepared enough and start distributing them between the 2 plates. Any idea for drinks? Something hot. Well, I've got coffee, I've got a packet of green tea. Ooh, have you got hot chocolate? I'll go check if you got some. Open the cabinet and eventually I find a box of hot cocoa powder. I start boiling the kettle. Water. I guess we're in luck. I take up the box, shaking it in front of Natsuki. She smiles at me while she continues to scramble the eggs. I open the cabinet and take out 2 mugs, one pink and one red. I don't need to ask where the bright pink mug with cat ears came from. Natsuki is preparing what seems to be almost the most fluffy serving of scrambled eggs I've ever laid my eyes on. She places the plates of eggs on the table as I continue to tend to our drinks. Hey Echo, come here, I want to teach you something. You see these wonderful crispy looking bacon strips? That was a lot more positive than I was expecting. They're missing something. And what would that be? Seasoning, that's how you bring a dish together. Proper seasoning. Yeah, I didn't know you were supposed to season bacon strips. Well, if you're going to season it, you should do it before you fry it up. Always liked sriracha and same seed, mom. Who's me? I apologize for that. I'm back when I used to. She signed for the moment before popping back up. But hey, live and learn. Some fresh ground black pepper and some garlic salt will do for now. Season away then, Master Chef. Starts looking through the cabinets, eventually taking out 2 containers of multi-coloured powder. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they do, and I don't know where they came from. Have they always been there? I really need to take a better track of what I have. With a pinch of each of the powders, she started to distribute them along with the strips. From where I'm standing, it looks like some kind of evolved witchcraft. Hope she's not trying to poison me. There's a difference between my cooking and hers. She does it for the art, I do it to survive. Well, I do it to survive. I do try to survive at least. She slowly steps away from the dishes. It's ready. Let's just get the drinks finished up and we'll dig right in. Put the whole cocoa powder in the mug and pour the boiling water in. Mix the contents with a teaspoon, making everything even. I'll quickly prepare my coffee as well. She goes on and heads into the living room. With a cup of coffee in hand, I follow, ready to enjoy a lavish breakfast. Up to the couch, I place a drink on the coffee table in front of her. She takes a whiff of hot chocolate. Can't help but take a note of the resulting smile. Echo, did you switch out drinks? Nope, there's coffee in this, hot chocolate in that. Why'd you ask? Why did you pour your coffee into the bright pink mug with cat ears? Because obviously a bright pink mug with cat ears is the estimate of manliness. Burst into laughter, cracking away at my dumb joke. I crack a smile. The smell of freshly cooked breakfast, sunlight pouring through the windows, the steam entertaining from our hot beverages, eating across me still laughing. It's weird. All of it's happening right now, but somehow already feels nostalgic. I start digging in. Let's start with the bacon. I need to see how well my efforts have fared. After a few bites, I conclude it was just good enough. It seemed appropriate for something I made. Look at Asuka, I see her take a taste of the bacon. Seems to have taken notice of me trying to gauge her opinion. That bad, huh? What? No way! But decent at least. Okay, let's see how your eggs are before you talk big game. Please do. Take a portion of scrambled eggs and stuff it into my mouth. Oh my, these eggs are great. I couldn't hear you, could you speak up? These eggs are great. What? These eggs are great. Ah, that's better. Told you. Yeah, don't rub it in. Take a sip from my mug. This bright pink cat-eared mug. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure, what's up? This mug's yours, right? Yeah. Why did you bring this of all things? Kind of a dead weight, isn't it? Surely you could use that space for something. As I trail off, Natsuki glares at me. It is not dead weight. Sorry, I was just asking. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. Take another sip from the mug. Fidget in her seat before speaking. Christmas gift. From Dad. Oh. I set the mug down on the table. Sorry. Don't worry about it. But apart from that, it's just a plain old mug. Fair enough. I habitually go for another sip but catch myself before putting it back down. So what's the plan then? Dunno. Not much to do when we're stuck here. Buffet girls? Maybe later. I don't know how much more I can take of cute girls doing cute things. I did enough of that this morning alone. Oh, what? Are you going to read your very lowest common denominator manga instead? And suddenly I'm stuck with a genius idea. No, Natsuki. I won't read it. We're going to read it. No, absolutely not. Come on, I read Buffet Girls. You liked it. Maybe you like mine. Maybe I won't. Okay, then here's the $1 million question. You literally got anything better to do? There's like 60 volumes. Let's be real, I probably won't be able to finish it in my lifetime. That's what I said at first, but I sat down and binged the entire series in 3 sessions. Yeah, see, I have this thing called a life. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, that came out so wrong. I was only trying to joke. That came out so wrong. Joke. Don't even start. Right, I'm sorry. You know, if you wanted, we could change things up here. We could go for a little walk around the neighborhood, get some fresh air, you know. Being cooped up in can't be that good for you. I see where this is going. I love to go out. Don't take offense, Echo, because your house is nice. But being stuck here sucks. But you know, there is a small teeny issue of my dad. What if he's in the neighborhood? What do we do then? He lives on the other side of town. He's not going to find himself in some random suburban around here. What if he knows I'm with you? And how would you know that? I don't know. You're right, of course. I just can't shake the feeling. If you're scared of your dad so much, why keep the mug? What does that have to do with anything? I'm curious. Why would you keep a memento from him? Natsuki flinches back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push this on you. You want to cure it, so... This stupid mug's probably the closest thing to a Christmas gift he got me in years. I don't know why he picked a mug of all things, must have been bare minimum. I guess he gave me some kind of reassurance that even despite, well, everything, he's still my dad. How can you say that when he still beats you? I don't understand how you can just... I can't help it. Being stuck with this douche my whole life has done this to me. Bid you complete and it's what is done is done. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but you know you need to let us go, right? I mean, not the mug, literally, but him. The person who ran away from him, you're sticking up for him a whole lot. And suddenly I realised, wait a minute, did you not let me call the police because you didn't want to put your father and your dad in prison? What? No. It's a lot more complicated than that, okay? In fact, haven't we already been through this? Well, yeah, but... I just never got your lack of faith in the police. I never got your lack of faith in the police department. I mean, surely they'd do something if you made a report. You would think that, wouldn't you? I tried to a few years ago. Went to them, told them everything I could. And nothing. Not a call or follow-up. Nothing. Nothing at all. They took my statement, I guess, but I never heard back. I guess in the long term I should have count my blessings that he never found out. I couldn't even say I'd be here if he had. Tense sound washes over us as her mind races with the gruesome possibilities. She glares at the ground and back at me. You get it now? I mean, if he found out I was here, I'd be done for. And you'd be stopped in her tracks. You'd be... She waves her hand around her face. You'd be just as done for as me. I shouldn't have listened to you. What do you mean? Coming here was a mistake. My eyes widening at the sound of her words. To think she regrets how far we've come. I look off to the side to collect myself before facing her and responding. Why do you think that? I mean, aren't you better off here than dealing with him? Obviously, but... What if he finds me with you? You might end up getting hurt. That's just it, though. How would he even find us? He's on the other side of town. I know that alone isn't much, but it does make a difference. But he doesn't know who I am, let alone where I live. I know you being here puts me at risk as well, but what other options is there? And it may be past the point of no return for you to go back. But in a month's time, you won't have to worry about him ever again. So all we can do is look ahead and try to get through this. Yeah? But another word, Natsuki stands up and makes her way upstairs. Into the spare room, I'm guessing. I remain plaintive and seated, running my hands through my hair. What on earth was I thinking? Thinking up her dad like that? It wasn't my place. Stand up and consider following her, but I stopped myself from my chance. Opting to occupy myself with something, I head into the kitchen and start transferring yesterday's clean but damp washing into the dryer. Did I mess this up? Don't think so. I'm doing the right thing. No, I am. Sure, there may be a few kinks we need to iron out, but better than leaving her with him. I get the last of the clothes into the dryer and start fiddling with the options. Having configured it to the fastest option I could find, I press the start and the machine quickly rumbles to life. What do I do? How can I fix this? My mind immediately jumps to Sori. She might know. Sori always had a knack for cheering people up. But maybe I shouldn't involve her with this. I can't use her as an emotional crutch. Especially not when she can barely keep herself together. Maybe Yuri? No, she can't know. I guess I can make up some kind of story to explain to her. But even so, how much relationship advice would Yuri be able to give? So about Monica, I imagine she'd probably know the most about, well, not relationship but friendship advice. But she has more enough on her plate already. Don't stress her out anymore. Well, look like I'm on my own here. What would Natsuki appreciate? I can make her dinner, but it's not like that firm anything. I don't think I was ever expected. I don't think I was ever expected to not feed her. Maybe I could buy a new volume of Parfait Girls. Nah, that seems a little bit too materialistic. Not to mention those volumes can get really pricey. I'm not sure I have the money to burn and stuff like that. Noticing the dryer had quiet down, I assumed that it's finished the job. That was fast. Open the dryer under the sink, I grab a large bag and start stuffing the new dried clothes into it one by one. As I get to the last article of clothing, something catches my attention. Natsuki's blazer, the sleeve ripped at the seam. She looks up from the copy package she's entrenched in. Oh. Hey Echo. Hi. Do you need something? I just want to check up and see how you're holding up. I'm fine. That's good. I've got your clothes here, by the way. I heft the bag in the room, propping against the suitcase. Oh, thanks. Please try to shut the door to the room, but I stop with my foot. You mind? Wait, left eye peeks out from the crevice left by the door. What? So blazed through the gap. I saw this when I was going through the clothes. I thought if you're up to it, maybe I could try to fix it up. I dug out some old sewing stuff from my parents' old room, got it set up downstairs. Would you have to go to school on Monday, so slowly opens the door. Sounds annoyed leaning on his rims. Do you even know how to sew? First time for everything, I guess. I crack a shaky smile. I know a bit about it, but I've never actually sewn anything. Guess we learn together then. She lobs Parfait Girls into the futon before handing the blazer back to me. Yeah. Take the lead, heading downstairs. To reach the living room, I take a seat on the couch, pointing towards the stuff on the table. String, needles, this thing. Motion towards I can only describe as a fun-sized cheese grater. Thimble? Sure, yeah, probably. Looks like everything we need. Short of a sewing machine anyway. Good. Laid down on the table and sat moving the sewing utensils to the side to make space for it. You sit beside me. So what's first? Well, why don't you try threading the needle? You need to thread the needle first before we can actually sew it. Just as soon as I figure out what you mean. Besides picking up the string and needle. Look, you see the needle? The top. The little hole? Yeah. Now you take the thread, it's called a thread, not a string, and you push it through the hole. Alright. Hands them both to me. Take one hand and the thread in the other. Goes and I very slowly try to poke the thread through it. I overshoot, just barely missing the hole. Ugh. Try again, even slower this time. Just for a second, it appears that it's gone through the hole. Yes. Okay, what now? So you tie it up. Hold that and play. Oh, come on. While distracted, my hand drifted away, pulling the thread back with it. Man. You want me to give it a try? Nah, I'll get it eventually. Okay, one more go. I very deliberately movements. Nice and slow. Nearly. You have to be kidding me. I sneezed. Hey, that wasn't my fault. It's the dust. This stuff is ancient. Ugh, it's fine. There was the needle. I think I dropped it. In the carpet? Yeah, I'll use this one. Dropping the needle from the pub and Suki stops me. Why don't I give it a try? I mean, how hard could it be? Pausing for a moment to contempt, she pipes up again. Well, I suppose I can have a crack at it. Sure, anything I can do in the meantime? Ponders for a second. Not really? Oh. She starts an attempt to thread the needle as I awkwardly stare at her hand movements. You keep missing the hole. Yeah, let me help. You hold the hand up to steady it. Then she inserts the thread into the hole. There you go. Thanks, I'll take it from here. Let's go as she begins to loop the thread around the needle, tying a knot. Ah, see? There we go. Where's my hand ready for a high five? She shakes her head, not willing to leave go of the needle. Which, thinking about it, makes total sense. I saw me lower my hand. She begins running the needle through the blazer, connecting it and the sleeves. Each one her nose she tense up. Leave sweat stays down her foreface. I should probably help out. So how I give it a shot now? You sure you won't mess it up? Eh? Mostly? Good enough. You know what to do? Yeah, I've been watching. There you go. She hands me the needle, careful not to pull on it too hard. Taking over, I pull the jacket sleeve and hold it over the seams. Carefully I push the needle through, pulling it to the other side. You managing? Just being careful. Push it back up towards me and repeating the process. Hey, now you're getting the hang of it. I know, right? I surprised myself a little. Truth be told, you surprised me too. I'm full of surprises. Gross. Chuckle escapes me. Natsuki balls up her fist, shooting me a threatening look. I fake a look of fear, followed up with a grin. Reinforcing my attention to the blaze, I continue my sewing efforts. As I'm moving the needle through the sleeve, I accidentally pick my finger. Ow. Instinctively, I go to suck the blood from my horrific injury. You idiot, this is what this is for. Showed at the thimble. Why didn't you give me that before I started? I didn't think you'd mess it up again. Just hand it over. Hand over the blaze and continues where I left off. Eventually we're finally done with our botched attempt at sewing. I think we're done. Are you sure? It looks presentable enough. The sleeve is holding up fine, so I guess. Okay. She slowly puts on her blazer, trying to make sure she doesn't rip open the stitches. Oh yeah, it's not a bad job. It's what you think. Well, it's functional. It looks bad, doesn't it? No, I think there's a charm to it. Like ripped jeans. You know, I don't know how comfortable I'm taking fashion advice from you. You can always take a look at yourself. I've got my phone and point the camera at Natsuki. Hey, cheese. What? Dude, what on earth? Oh, it's just a picture. Yeah, but you gotta warn me first. I did, I said cheese. I mean, proper warning. There's a lot of steps involved in taking a good photo. I don't look bad. I don't know, I think you look great. Due to a gentle smile, she flinches back, her cheeks turning a bright shade of red. Don't be stupid. Just take a look at it yourself. Turn the phone over, showing her the photo. Jacket looks alright, I guess. I don't really think the jacket's the highlight of the photo. Yeah. You broke her. Ugh. Whatever. Takes off the jacket, mumbling under her breath. Gabba laughed at the inability to receive compliments. She sat down the blazer on the arm of the couch. Both take a seat, relaxing from the mess that I was trying to sew. I tried to start a conversation, but our early argument is still hanging over me. I reckon now is a good time to own up to your mistakes. Yeah, Natsuki? Yeah. I'm sorry for what I said today. It was way out of line. Don't worry about it too much. I get it. The whole situation is just so complicated. She goes outside and seemingly contemplating what she's going to say next. So, we've got time to kill? Like, a lot of time. TV or Parfait Girls? Hardest question of my life. Just kidding, Parfait Girls obviously. And I think with that, we'll call it a day today. I can't stream too much longer because I've got to get off. Or I've got to be up early tomorrow. So, there's that. Right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have done, consider following or subscribing. If you have done so already, thank you very much. I got a Discord server which you can join doing !! Discord over on Twitch or in the description of my YouTube videos. There I post updates and thingamajiggies and what's twosies, bits of everything. So yeah, thank you for watching and I hope you have a good day, good night or whatever time it is for you.